Cards of 1985, who also had a knack for comebacks. Remember these?
Swinging a long one, way back. Clark has done it. It's over the boards, and the Redbirds lead 7-6.
Ozzie stealing. The pitch swung on, base hit. Here comes Ozzie. That's a winner.
Here's his pitch. Fastball hits the left. It's deep to the track. Range could be. It's gone. Tommy Herr hits a two-run homer. The Cardinals pull off another miracle.
Such are the joys this season as the first-place Cards have come from behind to win 44 games, more than half the team's total victories. Sample this.
And the fastball hit the deep left field, way back. Out of here, a grand slam home run. And the Cardinals win it as Tommy Herr has hit a grand slam home run to win the ballgame.
This year, you know, we got off to such a great start, and we really thought we were going to have a good starting pitching, and due to injuries and then some performances that weren't as good as last year, our hitting really carried us all the way up to the All-Star break.
The Cards still have a plentiful supply of clutch hitters, and not only the usual suspects.
Grand slam home run for Tom Pagnozzi.
And another pitch to Lake. Ground ball headed to left field, base hit. Guerrero charging it. Around third, Clark. Guerrero bobbles the ball, and the Cardinals win.
The squeeze is on. Jack Clark has scored. The game is over.
Hey, makes you wonder, doesn't it? Now, let's open the notebook for this week in baseball's Twib Notes from around the majors. When Houston's Billy Hatcher beat out this infield hit against the Chicago Cubs, he broke his bat in the process, but that wasn't all. The bat looked suspicious, and when the umps took a closer look, found cork on the inside, so they threw Hatcher out of the game. The first batter ejected this season for an illegal bat. Baltimore manager Cal Ripken made a rather suspect move in a game against the Angels. He pinch hit Fred Lynn, a left-handed batter, for another left-handed batter who had already homered. Now, all this against a left-handed pitcher in the last of the ninth, and the result, look.
That's it deep to right field. Way back, and Fred Lynn wins the ballgame.
Some things just defy explanation. By the way, that gave the O's their 9th straight win against the Angels. Friends, in New York, Hall of Fame syndicated sports columnist Dick Young died at the age of 69, ending a 50-year career.
I've had a wonderful life. I'm a lucky man. I grew up at the time when the heroes were all newspaper men. Clark Gable was a newspaper man or a newsreel man. Lee Tracy played the front page. And just as you have lawyers now in television seem to be the heroes, and you had cowboys, we had newspaper men. And I didn't want to be a sports writer. I wanted to be a police reporter. I wanted to be that guy that had the press badge in his hat that came in and said, "Stop the presses." Well, I got detoured into sports, but I'm very happy about it. It's been wonderful.
We're sure going to miss you, Dick. Time for this week's quiz, brought to you by the 1988 Chevy full-size pickup. From the heartbeat of America, today's Chevy trucks. Second baseman Johnny Ray was recently traded from the Pirates to the pennant-chasing California Angels. With the trade, the 7-year veteran joins his second Major League team. Now, can you name the player with the longest service on one team? Stay tuned for a pair of MVP winners.
If the Chevy S10 Compact is so much fun to get dirty, how can you be sure that it's one of the best-looking compact trucks around? Because every now and then, someone washes one off.
The big one's back, and Chevy's got it. 1.9% financing on this big choice of new Chevy cars and trucks, or up to $1,000 cash back. The big one could be the best reason to see your Chevy dealer now.
Over the last 2 decades, one private research agency has led the fight for auto safety. Through exhaustive testing and thorough analysis, they've helped make the inside of an automobile a safer place for all of us.
Okay, hold it right there.
Who created and funded this agency?
That's it.
You're going to be surprised. Your insurance company. We do a lot more than sell insurance.
Vans and GE's Labor Day weekend special lasts 6 days only. Special low prices on GE major appliances. You'll have no payments to pay, and you'll pay no finance charges before 1988. And that's not all. Look at this value. GE's microwave toaster oven for only $1.99. It cooks 5 ways. Microwave, toast, broil, bake, micro-bake, and it's so easy to use. Don't miss this savings opportunity at Vans. It's good through Tuesday only.
Caesar's Restaurant introduces you to their great burger lineup. Ham and Swiss, very tasty and always a meal pleaser. This half-pounder with cheese can tackle any hunger. Here's their bacon cheeseburger. Get the famous cheeseburger taste, add bacon, and you've got a taste treat. And the superb turkey club burger. Gobble it up, you'll love it. Caesar's guarantees your burger to be of the highest quality, ground fresh daily, and prepared when ordered. Try these and other great burgers at Caesar's Restaurant.
The hits just keep on coming. So here's Warner Fusell with a hit attraction.
Mel, the best insurance policy in Boston can be found at Fenway Park at third base. Wade Boggs. In his 6-year Major League career, Wade Boggs has a .355 lifetime average, so you probably know that he's baseball's best hitter. But there are some things about Mr. Boggs you may not know. In 1976, when Boggs was drafted by the Red Sox, he was only the 166th player chosen. Then in his rookie season at Elmira, he batted .263. That was 12 points below the team average. Still in the minors 5 years later at Pawtucket, Boggs caught on to win his first batting title. In one historical game, Wade actually had 8 at-bats without a hit, but he still went 4 for 12 in the longest game ever played, 33 innings. Finally arriving in the major leagues, Boggs found a great home and a close friend. For example, in 1985 at Fenway Park, Wade hit .418. This year, his Fenway average has dropped to .408. Fancy footwork produces some fancy numbers. Last year, in one game against the Twins, Boggs delivered 5 base hits. Then, against the Twins, the next week, 5 more hits. 5 for 5. Now let's observe some pet quirks, like the first pitch. Boggs takes the first pitch 94% of the time. When he falls behind 0-2, well, so far, he's batting .397. By the way, when ahead on the count, Wade's batting .485. Now for the strangest sight of all, watch closely. A fair ball pop-up in the infield. Last year, that happened only twice all season. Boston's Ted Williams was the last man to hit .400 for an entire year. Can it happen again? Well, Mel, it already has. From early June 1985 to early June '86, a stretch of 162 games, Wade Boggs hit .401.
Now our new feature, the pennant race game of the week. Dateline, County Stadium, Milwaukee. Pennant fever bubbling over in a thriller between the Brewers and Twins. Kirby Puckett puts Minnesota up 1-0. Then in the third, he strikes again.
And there she goes. And it is a home run, Kirby Puckett. And with that, that's home run number 20 and RBI number 75. The Twins have a 2-0 lead.
But the picture got much brighter for the Brewers next inning when Bill Schroeder came up with 2 on.
There it goes. And it is a lead of 3-2 for the Milwaukee Brewers.
But not for long. Shifting the balance back Minnesota's way, rookie Mark Davidson did his share in inning number 5.
That could be trouble. And it's a base hit to give the Twins the lead.
In the 6th, the Brewers loaded the bases, then flipped over Robin Yount's grand slam that wasn't.
Oh, boy. Caught by Kirby. What a grab. And now they're waving home Castillo. Game is tied.
In the 8th, with a score tied again, manager Tom Kelly sent up pinch hitter Gene Larkin, who had an offer he couldn't refuse. Runners on 2nd and 3rd, chance to untie.
Larkin, base hit. 1 run is in. Gaetti digs home. Twins lead 8-6. Rookie Gene Larkin delivers. That's his biggest major league hit.
As for Red Hot Puckett, his hits just kept on coming.
Well hit. Way back. Oh, touch 'em all, Kirby Puckett. What a game. His 2nd home run, 6 for 6. And he has 10 hits in his last 11 bats. Phenomenal.
Yes, sir. What a 2-game spree for Puckett. 4 homers plus a record-tying 10 straight hits as the Twins climb back on top of the West. Now, let's get on the ball with a catcher who tried and tried, but just couldn't. What a day for the Rangers' Gino Petralli. In contending with Charlie Huff's knuckleball, Petralli tied a major league record with 6 passed balls.
Off the glove of Petralli, no play. Everybody moves up.
And that was only the beginning. Watch.
Now it's 2-0 Detroit. Knuckleball all the way to the backstop. A swinging strike 3. Pitch up high. Whittaker going to 3rd. The throw is out away. In the dirt. And a run will score. There's another one. We may have a play, though. Huff got there too late. The Tigers are finding out that on some days against the knuckleball, you don't have to swing the bat to score runs.
True enough, Texas knuckled under 7-0. All 7 runs unearned. Now, let's pass along the answer to this week's quiz. Hall of Famer Brooks Robinson won 16 Gold Gloves and an MVP during a career spent entirely with Baltimore. Brooks' 23 years with one team is a longevity record shared only by Carl Yastrzemski, who spent his 23 seasons with the Red Sox. Leading Boston to a pennant in '67, Yaz won the Triple Crown and the MVP.
I'm thirsty for it, you know what I mean. Sweating in the sun, need something to cool and clean. Yeah, thirsty for it, 93 in the shade. I'm thirsty for it, so I need thirsty.
Nothing cuts through thirst like Gatorade Thirst Quencher. It speeds in fluids and minerals and supplies energy to working muscles.
I'm thirsty, thirsty, thirsty for that Gatorade. Gatorade is thirsty for that deep down body thirst.
From Butte to Bozeman and beyond, fantastic savings for you at Steels and Harrington's. Combined massive buying power means the greatest savings ever on Philco televisions. Right now, pick up a Philco Portable for as low as $199. Philco offers a variety of beautiful consoles starting at just $449. Philco, 95 years of quality and value. Select the product of your choice at tremendous savings. Harrington's in Bozeman and Steels of Butte. Sale prices are at their lowest, and now is the time to buy.
Here it is, over 68 giant recordings, 3 great records in all. The first complete all-time greatest hits of country music with all-time greatest hits of country music with Jim Reeves. You have to go. The legendary Hank Williams.
I got a feeling called the blues.
And Roy Acuff.
The Wabash Cannonball.
Over 30 years of recorded music.
Just walk on by. Please help me, I'm falling.
A big bouquet of roses.
Yes, you get get 68 songs. Yes, you do get 3 great albums.
It don't hurt anymore.
Attention viewers, Record Liquidators Corporation has been authorized by the distributors to sell off 20,000 remaining records, 8-tracks, and cassettes for only $14.88. You must act now.
To order, send $14.88 plus $3.85. Shipping and handling to All-Time Country, Box 5268, Missoula, Montana. Or use your Visa or MasterCard by calling 1-800-826-4440. No COD orders accepted.
Time now for Twib Tales. This week's episode, the story behind a baseball nickname. Former slugger Boog Powell played most of his career with Baltimore. In 1970, he won the MVP as a member of the world champion Orioles. Now, Boog, of course, is not Powell's real name. Where did he come from, Mr. Powell?
My daddy used to call me a little booger. He said, boy, look at that little booger run. And somehow it just got shortened to Boog, and people know me as Boog. My real name is John Wesley. I did an interview one time with Dizzy Dean, and Dizzy Dean said, that's the worst name I've ever heard in my life. I says, you got to change your name to something else. So what's your real name? We'll do it by you. We'll do this interview with your real name. And then he started calling me John. And then I got to thinking, I says, here's a guy named Dizzy saying that my name is bad. Come on, man, give me a break.
Well, Boog, it's not exactly Dick or Jane either, but then neither is Alf, Mr. Alien Life Form himself, bringing us wondrous plays from out of this world. First, like, Rick Leach, Blue Jays. Paul Kilgus, Rangers. Wow. Texas teammate Odeby McDowell. The Phillies, Mike Schmidt. Bobby Meacham, Yankees. Teammate Claudel Washington. Houston's Ken Caminiti. Back for an encore, Caminiti again. The Padres, Mark Davis to Tim Flannery. More teammate teamwork, FEMA, Mark Grant to John Truck. A Red Sox twosome, Spike Owen to Wade Boggs. Cleveland, Junior Naboa. The Cardinals, Ozzie Smith. Mike Young, Orioles. And a little chicanery from Montreal's Casey Candell. Just when Robbie Thompson thinks he's safe, out comes the hitting ball. Fooled me, too. Wow, and what fools these mortals be. Now, when we last met up with Alan Cox of the Seattle Ground Crew, he was chasing a stray cat. Seems some critters are still giving him the jitters, like this little chickadee who recently flew the coop and became free. Fact is, some things just vanish into thin air. 1 minute you've got it, and the next you haven't. Hey, kid, what's this? Oh, man, you'd better disappear, too. Now look what's happened. A chain reaction. Hey, you know what? This looks more like a Fellini movie all the time. Back to the bird refrain. What next in this fine feathered adventure? Don't hide. The best part's coming up. Not only does the bird elude its capture again, but it seems to have set things completely afoul at the hot corner. Come, Mr. Cox, your approach is all wrong. You've got to think like a bird and wing it. Did I say wing it? It's just a figment of your imagination, like baseballs popping out of bulbs. I get it. You want me to say fair or foul. Hey, look, you just snatch up your prey and take your silly puns with you. Time for This Week in Baseball's Flashback, brought to you by Gatorade. thirst aid for that deep-down body thirst. It's October 12th, 1986, Game 5 of the American League playoffs. Boston is on the brink of extinction as the Angels lead 3-1. Dave Henderson, traded to the Red Sox in late August, wishes he could trade away this moment in the 6th inning.
Bobby Grich hit a ball, at the top of the wall, and I was trying to make a play on it, and the ball went in my glove and over the fence for a home run and put us behind by a run, and we thought we were doomed then, but as baseball is, it changed a couple innings later.
Yes, indeed. California's dreaming pennant with a 5-2 lead going into the 9th, but the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune are about to shatter the Angels. 1 out, 1 on, the batter, Don Baylor.
To left field, left center, and deep. Pettis goes back, leaps, and she's gone. And it's 5-4.
The Red Sox then put 2 runners on, but with 2 out, victory is still in California's pocket when Dave Henderson comes to bat.
We were down to 1 strike or going home, and I just happened to be the guy at the plate, and it was a tough situation for me. And the count was 2-2, and I fouled off a couple of pitches, and Donnie Moore threw a pretty good pitch, and I hit it out of the ballpark.
To left field, and deep, and down he goes back, and it's gone! Unbelievable! You're looking at one for the ages here.
Yes, a miracle for the Red Sox as Henderson's homer brought Boston back from the brink. The Angels tied the game in the 9th, but 2 innings later, Henderson delivered another crushing blow, this time a sacrifice fly to win the ball game. Boston then took the next 2 games and won the pennant. A stirring comeback, starring Henderson's heroics.
It just so happens I was doing it on prime time. It was, the whole world was watching, and I came through with a few clutch hits, and that made everything special.
Real special. And though Henderson is now with the San Francisco Giants, his thrilling homer will play on and on in Red Sox history. Well, that's all for now, folks. See you next week on This Week in Baseball.
Here's this week's Rolaids Relief Man update. In the National League, the Phillies' Steve Bedrosian leads the league, followed by the Cubs' Lee Smith. In the American League, it's the Yankees' Dave Righetti, followed by Tom Hinkie and Jeff Reardon.
Old Spice introduces all-out protection. New wide Old Spice Fast Track deodorant. Fast Track is clinically proven to block odor better than the leading men's deodorant. That's all-out protection for guys who go all out. New Old Spice Fast Track deodorant.
Gatorade Thirst Quencher for that deep-down body thirst.